there is a lot of people coming into your orbit, a lot of souls, tens of hundreds of people that want to be around you, be in your orbit. They want to meet with you. They want to go for dinner, for brunch, for lunch, to call you, to date you, to just simply talk to you, to call you on the phone. Why is that? Because your energy has never been brighter. Your energy is shining so much. It is like impossible not to notice you when you're walking on the street, not to see you. Your energy, your aura is so beautiful, is so wonderful, it's shining so bright. Why is that? Why? It's because you upgraded in a huge way. It's because you finally, after all of the hardships you've been through, after all of the toxic relationships, even with your parents, even with your siblings, all the romantic toxicity, that you have finally put an end to it all. And you focused on yourself. And you focused on, how do I overcome this? How do I overcome the hardships? How do I overcome the traumas from my past? How do I look at myself in the mirror? And how do I heal? And you have worked on yourself so much and so hard that you've come to the point where you no longer want to be surrounded with negativity, with toxicity, with anything other than light and love. And you will know immediately, out of hundreds of people surrounding you, there will be souls, a few of them, that pop up, that stand out with their energy, with their loving and kind energy. And you will know immediately. You will be able to read who in those hundreds of people has alternate motives and who is not genuine. Now let's talk about that. You always knew, always, from the time when you were a child, from the time when you were very little, you always knew who is trying to deceive you, who is trying to manipulate you, or manipulate others even. But because you were ridiculed, you were shamed, you were even shamed potentially by your parents and siblings, you stuffed that part of you down. You didn't want anyone to see that. You didn't want anyone to know, because you were wondering, why am I different? Why am I like this? I want to be like other kids. But that part of you was always a gift. You thought it was a curse. You thought it was something to be ashamed of. You thought it was something to be put down, forgotten, not ever used. But now, through all of your life of hardships and toxic relationships, you have finally realized that that was never a curse, and it was always a gift. It was a gift of God given to you to be able to protect yourself from deceit, from manipulation, from anyone who wants to control you for whatever their self-interest is and self-fulfilling, egoistical purpose. You always knew. Now Your past self is over. It's done. You're no longer the person you once were. Your new self knows that this gift of yours you can use to your advantage and to the advantage of others as well. Now, what happens when you start using this gift? Can you imagine how your life changes? How your relationship change? How everything changes? The way you communicate, the way you work, the way you handle business, the way you handle relationships, the way you handle anything, yourself. That's the revelation and the true beginning of your new life. A true beginning of walking in the path of God and walking in your purpose. It's the revelation and realization that you have a gift, that you have a gift of truth, of clarity within yourself and within God, your integrity, your honesty, your ability to see through the manipulation and the deceit is the biggest gift anyone can have in this lifetime. Now, what do you think is going to happen once you accept this gift with the people who want to deceive you? They will become worse because they always envied you. Even when you were a child, they always envied you and they were always jealous of you, and that's why they ridiculed you and they bullied you and whatever was happening. Now they will be worse. They will become worse. They will be even harsher with their attempts to manipulate. There will be a legions of them coming at you, pursuing you endlessly to be able to possess and control you. But you are no longer that old self anymore. You're a different you. You're shining brighter, which is why there is more of them coming at you. You're casting light on their darkness, and they're even more envious and even more jealous of you. And now you're not only shining brighter, you're standing in your truth, you're standing in your confidence, and there is nothing they can do to you. Nothing. They will try. They will attempt to bring you down, to belittle you, to attempt to get you into an argument, to shout, to yell, to try with their whole being to bring you down, to keep you down, to control you. But now, my love, you are no longer going to be shaken by any of that. You're going to be standing in your truth. You won't even have to speak. Your presence alone is going to shake them up and shake them off. And eventually, they're going to fall off and they're going to stop and move on. Once they see they can do nothing to you, they can do nothing to you. And they know that you know. They know that you can see through their deceit and through their manipulation. You read through them. You were always able to do this. But now you have this powerful confidence about yourself that you've built through walking in fire your whole life. And that's it. And they're going to pursue you categorically and endlessly, especially romantically, to be with you. But you choose. You're not a predator, but you're also not a prey. You choose. You choose yourself this time over anyone else. You choose your peace. You choose your love, kindness, the beautiful souls that have healed and that are standing in the truth. They have high standards for themselves, high integrity. They're honest and truthful. And those are the people that you choose. Only those. They can be in your aura. That's all I have for today. Thank you, my love. I'll see you soon.